name's Odotmaster, and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights. We are... I kind of want to go to the Bishop Bowl, Barbs, or the Lonely Barrens again, but I need to figure out where we went to find Davy to tell him his father's debt is forgiven. And it's not here. Okay. I'm just gonna be traveling around a little bit, figuring stuff out. I figured out my spell situation, so I have this my down there a little better. Down there? That doesn't make sense. My hotbar a little better. I have not, however, gone and sold everything yet. It's the one thing I didn't have a chance to do, so my game crashed right after I was done. I was really upset about that, and so I'm just gonna go back through and sell everything. This was a... There we go. And what's great is this shop takes stolen stuff, so I can just literally dump everything on here. Look at this. But what I found out last time, or what I did last time, is I bought more potions of cure wounds just in case, but I also have my regeneration and my heal, my straight heal that does a lot of good stuff. I don't need a lot of this stuff. Like, anymore. So I'm just kind of getting rid of it. Custom dress I need. Maze Worker Chalice. Lawyer's Journal, sure. I've already done almost every quest that those need to be. I need those for. Come on, identify. Thank you. So much. Oh shoot. Oh well. I sold a healer's kit and I shouldn't have. It's not that big a deal. Like I said, I now have the heal and regeneration and everything, so I'm not super worried about hit points. We should be fine. However, I love the fact that when I'm done with all this, I have like 35,000 coins. And this isn't even the best, like the most money I've had in this game. Sell everything but these potions, and this goes light, critical, there we go. Just reorganizing them in, so they are in order. And antidote I actually want to keep just in case, and lantern of revealing can be sold. $45,000. It's not realistic at all that a shopkeep has that much money. One person. Bricket House, no. Maximilian Manor, no. Where was the kiddo that I was talking to? Well, I sure will find him in time, but in the meantime, I wanted to go to the Wild Hills. Because I think we've explored... Yes, we've explored all of this. Just going through and making sure. So we explored all the Wild Hills. And that's what led us to the Lizard Marsh and everything. So let's go to the Lonely Barrens, maybe? We made camp. That's the Wild Elves camp that we probably don't want to mess with. But now we've got to figure out how we get across this. That's supposed to be our next task. Is figuring out how to get across the giant. Yeah, because I can't go that way anymore, so let's...
There is something here! Look!
What? Well-polished suit of armor.
Quickly! You must stop this...
Yes, what do you want?
Yeah, I will find my equipment. Yeah, you can't either. Okay, so we'll figure out what's up. Also really weird that she started talking like a lizard person again. That was an interesting glitch. Or maybe she does it now just for fun. I don't know. But okay, so we found that armor. I don't know what good it is. really want to get over here. But it doesn't look like there's any way to. There's no, like, cannon or anything. I think we already grabbed this stuff, yep. Well, let's follow this path, and I think we can go to the Bush of Barbs next. Why can't I go there? Path westward, maybe? Maybe that's how I get there? I don't know. But that's where the rat was. That we convinced them to take instead of kill. Just making sure there's nothing else around here that we can get. Doesn't look like it. Maybe let's try this area. Go now? No, it looks like it's south. Liam's Hold. I've never been here before.
Well met.
Good night to you. What are you all doing here? Listen, pal, free country, ain't it? You do your thing, we do ours. Now get you going.
Pleasure to see you.
What do you want? Well met.
They're, really nice, aren't they? Okay. So, obviously the kiddo we're looking for isn't here. Since it's a brand new area that I haven't explored yet. But we're still gonna look around a little bit, figure out the lay of the land, and I think this is where I was supposed to go for the cows. Liam's Hold. Yep. Nice. So I finally get to go find the area
Look at that
where
old
the cows
structure.
are.
It seems to be abandoned. How odd that it is right across from the village. I wonder what it used to be.
This is an odd structure that seems abandoned.
It seems I can't.
And we can't get into it. I'm curious if that's where the vampires are.
This seems like a quiet little village nestled by those cliffs. What could possibly be of interest here for the bold adventurer?
Michael and Xanda's home, Nell's pie shop, the Holdfast Inn. Weren't we supposed to meet him? Holdfast Inn. Alright. Let's finally figure out what's been going on with the cows.
Hail, traveler!
Tell me something about it. What about the fabled tower? So, can you identify this though? No, you cannot. You're unhelpful. I was like, maybe fire elemental, move your butt. Hold fast in guest, Ivani's.
Hi!
What? Blast the thing! I can't believe it will work. May I be of assistance? Excuse me? Are you the Ivani, creator of the famous Fantabalizer? The Fantabalizer itself was a joint effort with a magnificent friend who goes by the name of Silhouette. I fear I will be famous, however, for another reason after tonight. I'm supposed to be performing, but the blast thing has been sabotaged. Was a device left alone? I will help you look for the stolen piece. Okay, so I'm looking for some stolen piece in here. Havasar Dippet. Hello, friend.
Get ya.
Of course, Havasar. It's a pleasure to help you however I can. As you know, we've been suffering the loss of a large number of livestock from our grazing lands to the south of Liam's Hold. The sheer numbers involved are enough to suggest this is not a result of natural causes. I've heard this before. Get on with it. I sent word of your coming to the shepherds and the pastures and had hoped to send you to them immediately, but since I had arrived in Liam's Hold, the situation has developed. I have been speaking with Mayor Wilsey, the leader of our community here. She wishes to propose to you a trade of sorts, and I, for one, agree with her perspective. You may have noticed on your way here the large castelled structure just to the west of the village. Yeah?
The building itself is a former temple that has lain deserted for many years. I'm sure you would agree
that it would make for an excellent stronghold and base of operations for an adventurer such as yourself.
Okay.
Mayor Vilsey proposes that you should use the structure as I suggest. She considers that your presence there would deter the raiders and bandits that are plaguing the region from approaching Liam's hold, while providing you with a secure base within easy reach of most of the Sword Coast.
I've agreed with the mayor that you should talk to her about this before we progress with the animal rustling mystery. I understand that she wishes to meet you in person, ask for a small favor as a show of good faith before she passes over to you the temple keys. Sure. Awesome, so I can get a stronghold? Ooh, hello, friend. You have a name.
I greet you.
You're very well spoken for a half-orc. Can you identify my armor? No. You have some cool weapons, though. Nothing really of interest. Okay, thank you. So I've got to keep an eye out for a small piece that may have been stolen. Maybe I can help her to find the missing piece to do my bit for the artistic enrichment, and I'm supposed to talk to the mayor.
I greet you.
That's weird. You're in like 3 different areas. Michael and Mayor Wilsey's home. Let's go into there. We have been invited, you see, so now it is okay.
Greetings.
Pleased to meet you. I must admit to having been somewhat curious about seeing you in person. I hope I do not disappoint, my lady. Oh no, absolutely not. Avasar should have explained to you already my thinking about granting you the use of the old temple outside our settlement here. I firmly believe we have a situation that can work to both our advantages here, but I do not wish to gain myself a new neighbor without a small test of your, how should I put this? Fidelity, perhaps. Sensible precaution. A rather unpleasant family of ne'er-do-wells and brigands has decided to take up camp alongside the tradeway just to the north of the hamlet. I met them. They have only been in the area for a few days. They've already caused trouble in the holdfast inn twice, and yesterday they roughed up a couple farmhands seemingly just for laughs. They've been spotting sneaking around the temple. They're up to no good. I'm not surprised. No doubt they'll eventually get bored and move on, but I prefer this to be sooner rather than later. Convince them to be on their way, and I would willingly hand over the key to you. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I'll have a word with them and come back to you. Don't hurt them. Ha. That might not work. Well, I don't know what our game plan is, other than telling them to go away. See if that works.
Well met.
Hey, friendly tip for you all. Daggerford's Baron is sending a detachment of griffins down here, and they're due to take up policing duties tomorrow. Griffins, Aunt Bless. Griffins, me Aunt Bless. I'll have to do better than that. The mayor's on the verge of calling Waterdeep for protection. The last thing we need is Waterhaven army crawling on our business. Come on, we're moving out. And we didn't have to hurt them. Or pay them any money. Because they said we could pay them 100 gold pieces each. But we had lore, we had wisdom, and we had just straight bluff. And we took, or persuade, pardon. So we took bluff and persuade. Alright. Let's go talk to the mayor here real quick. Nobody got hurt? Maybe I can do this cleric thing. My character's more of a, you did something bad, I'm going to smite you. I convinced him it wasn't in their best interest to lurk here any longer. And we now have a key to the stronghold, which I'm excited. I've never actually played this game. I played Neverwinter, but I've never played this campaign. I have no idea what a stronghold does. I don't know if it's like a base of operations or what, but on one of the tip sheets it said that if you get a stronghold, you can turn around and get people moving, like, oh shoot, I hit rest, oops. You can get people to bring you quests, like messengers will bring you quests. Stronghold. Saving game. Ah, sounds like good plan.
Hey there. Lovely place you have here. A spot of daubing, a few new carpets and draperies, and clear out a few boulders. You could have yourself a really cozy bolt hole.
It's great to see you! And you too. I wonder when you would find your way over to this direction. I'm here now at least. Yes, yes, and great news it is. It is?
Seems that we are to be a team again. We did so well back in Daggerford. I think it's wonderful news.
I really enjoyed working with you, Astriel. Likewise, I can tell we're going to be a team to be feared once more, and I'm confident that together we will get to the bottom of whatever scheme is being hatched in these parts. Excellent. So I expect that you'll have plenty of questions. I'd probably best if we deal with them, and no doubt we'll arrive at our next move. Go ahead and ask. What do you know about this place?
As I say, removing the boulders would probably improve its resale potential, you know. But seriously, this place used to be a temple to Baal before the time of troubles, and so far as I know, has stood abandoned since then.
Why was it a temple to the Lord of Murder sited so closely to a peaceful rural community, you might wonder? The structure was actually home to a sect of monks who traded seemingly peacefully with the villagers. The monk kept to themselves, and the farmer perhaps knew better than to pry too closely into a good market for their produce. It was only after the gods walked the lands as mortals and the monks mysteriously disappeared that the temple's true dedication was discovered. A bard adventurer from Waterdeep it was who led the first team of adventurers in some year back, and she handed over the keys to Wilsey for safekeeping. Okay. I'm not sure I feel entirely comfortable living in a building that was formerly used to worship such a foul deity. Yeah. The adventurers I mentioned have likely used magics against the unhallowing nature of the place, although, no, it's nothing really. What?
Well, it seems to me that there's something not quite altogether right about the basement of this place. I don't know exactly what. And to be honest, I did not really like to investigate alone when no one would realize if I went missing.
What do you mean not together quite alright? Well, it's a feeling as much as anything. You know by now that I like to go with my intuition. I try to listen to whatever it tells me. I think I may have heard sounds coming from down there. Nothing definite, you know, just perhaps being alone in there, the ambience of the place. Seeing... Okay, I'll get around to it. What do you tell me about Liam's Hold?
A normal enough farming community for these parts. Blessed with some strong characters like Mayor Wilsey and Havasar. The inn has a pretty good reputation, especially for live music and the like. And Nell's Pantry sells some delicious sweet treats, based on what I've heard, of course. I'm actually watching my figure.
For a warrior, you seem to have a curiously lax attitude to your training, I must say.
Coming from a Hellmite, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Reagan.
The populace are generally friendly, and adventurers are well received, especially those that contribute something to the community. All in all, you could have ended up inheriting a stronghold in many worse places. The merchant Lasher also stocks some unusual items I'd recommend you take out of stock. Alright, what do you think about the Griffins in Daggerford?
The Griffin's caravans seem to be remarkably capable of avoiding the attacks of the bandits in the region. And despite extensive efforts, I'm unable to trace this company at any point before the last couple of months. They seem to have appeared out of thin air.
I also have never heard of them, and I've had dealings with many mercenary companies.
I'm sure we'll uncover more as we continue our investigations. Discovered anything about the weapons being shipped through Daggerford? Discovery of Zentarium agents in Daggerford and the fact that weapons and armor being shipped to orcs via staging point seems highly likely they're related. Okay. What should I do now?
You haven't been briefed by Havasar yet. He's the main lead we have around here, so I suggest you start there. He's staying at the Holdfast Inn.
Okay. Not right now. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave this episode here, but next episode we're gonna go to the basement, clear out the boogeyman that's hiding down there, and go talk to Havasar about what's going on with the farmers. So anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. We have a base. It looks horrible, and I don't think I can actually clean it up, but we'll try. So, thanks everyone for tuning in.
This old temple truly was a fortress. Could have weathered a siege, especially with the secret tunnel. A pity the tunnel is caved in.
And I'll see you all next time. Bye!